All right, so we got this debate going on as far as who's the best team out of these four teams that were randomly selected. Some great all-time greats, some people that are currently playing right now that will probably be all-time greats. It's going pretty hard right now on some of my news feeds right now as far as who's the best team. I'm going to go ahead and show you the teams right now. All right, for Team A, we got Iverson, Wade, Durant, Duncan, and Shaq. Team B is Westbrook, Kobe, LeBron, KG, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Team C, we got Magic, T-Mac, Pippen, Karl Malone, and Bill Russell. And in the Team D, we got Steph, MJ, Melo, Anthony Davis, and Olajuwon. So I figured I would settle this debate the old-fashioned way with a little bit of NBA 2K. Set up a double round robin for seeding, and then that would then be followed by a tournament single elimination to crown our champion and see who the best team is. So let's go ahead and get started and see how that plays out. All right. So first off, I'm going to show you the four teams we've got here. And just to show you that they are the players in their prime, and I only have them on the team. Everyone else is going to be 64 or below. So starting off on the Sixers, we've got Shaquille O'Neal, Tim Duncan, Dwayne Wade, Allen Iverson, Kevin Durant. This is actually one of the popular teams that people are picking to win because of Shaq and Timmy D, and then Iverson scoring. Next team we got is the Chicago Bulls. We got Michael Jordan, Hakeem Olajuwon, Steph Curry, Carmelo Anthony, and Anthony Davis. Now, my first instinct is pick this team because I never bet against Jordan. Next team we got is the Boston Celtics. This one's actually getting overlooked. You got Magic Johnson, Bill Russell, Karl Malone, Tracy McGrady, and Scottie Pippen. The Los Angeles Lakers. Now, this is the one they're going off star power. I mean, you start off with LeBron, Kobe, KG, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Russell Westbrook. So those are the four teams, and we're going to get into this round robin tournament here next. All right, now in order to do this, I might have to actually set up a season mode and take control of all four teams, set it up to where we have a 5-player lineup, so no bench players comes in. I'm going to set fatigue off, and I'm going to turn injuries off. That way I can get to the games that have them playing against each other. I don't have to worry about injuries. Play now doesn't allow you to change the settings, and it doesn't allow you to super sim to the end of the game. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and set up the season now, and then we'll get going. All right, so I have turned off fatigue, 12-minute quarters, Hall of Fame difficulty, even though I'm not playing in them. And just to show you guys all of that, and we're going to get started. All right, guys, for the sake of time, we're just going to skip forward to the tournament. The double round robin ended with the Celtics taking the number 1 seed at 4-2. I know that's surprising for a lot of people, as Team C was not looked at as much of a contender. The Bulls take the number 2 seed because they swept the Sixers. So they were the only team out of the 3 and 3 seeds to have a sweep of a series. Lakers are the number 3 seed because they actually split a game with the Bulls, and the Sixers did not win a game against the Bulls, so against like opponents. The Lakers get the number 3 seed, and then rounding out the 4th seed is the Sixers. There was a good overall showing by all 4 teams. Pretty well rounded. The fact that there were 3 of them that went 3-3 and another one that went 4-2. That just goes to show you that these all are great teams, and at any given time, probably one of them can win. But that's not what we're looking for. We are looking for the best team overall, and the only way to figure that out is to continue with the tournament. So let's get started. All right, guys, here we go. This is going to be round 1, 76ers, the number 4 seed, versus the surprising number 1 seed Boston Celtics. When I was reading the comments, not many people were giving them much of a chance to really beat any of these teams, and the Sixers were actually one of the teams that people were arguing for with Shaq and Tim Duncan down low. A lot of people said that they would take care of business and they would be the best team. The majority of people were pretty much saying the Lakers were going to win everything, but this is a surprising matchup to see the Celtics come in with the number 1 seed. And let's see if they can hold off the Sixers. They do get the home court advantage because they had the best record. They went 4-2, and the Sixers went 3-3. Let's go. Let's just get it over with. Let's see who's going to advance to the finals. All right. Looks like the Celtics coming out strong. Flirting with that 10-point lead. Sixers trying to hang in there. Just keep it close. Sixers, there you go. Coming back, fighting back, making it a close game. Celtics pulling out again, but Sixers coming back. Reminds me of the Thunder-Warriors game. Those Sixers take the lead at the end of the game, and the Sixers come away with a surprising victory at the end of the game. Wow, what a finish. 125-123. Magic Johnson putting up 38 points, 13 boards, and 9 assists for the Celtics, but it wasn't enough. Karl Malone with 37 and 13. Again, valiant efforts, but it just wasn't enough to knock off Shaq Diesel and Tim Duncan. Shaq coming in with 36, 17 points. Tim Duncan with 33 and 13. 9 assists and 7 blocks. He did not want to go home in this tournament. What an all-out showing. The only one that's disappointing is Dwayne Wade, but you know what? He didn't get the points because he was dishing the rocks. 15 assists, 3 steals, and a whopping 5 blocks on D for Dwayne Wade. Let's see if I can get this to where you guys can actually see it a little bit better. There we go. Get a little closer there. That's the stat line for the Sixers and the stat line for the Celtics. What a game. The Celtics get knocked off, and the Sixers are moving on to the finals. All right, guys, we got game 2 of the first round. We have the Lakers going away to Chicago against the face of the Bulls. Again, the Bulls were my early pick to win the whole thing. The majority of people are saying the Lakers with Kobe and LeBron and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. It's a great lineup, gotta admit, but I just don't ever count out Michael Jordan, and not to mention Steph Curry and his threes. We'll see who comes out victorious. They split the round robin series. Let's see who wins. Who's going to go face on them 76ers, the 4 seed that upset the Celtics. Starting off pretty good. Good first quarter for both teams. Bulls with a slight 10-point advantage. Looks like they're building on that. They have a 20-point lead now. I don't know if the Lakers are going to be able to come back from this one. Lakers are coming back from this. Lakers are making a push. Lakers taking the lead at the end, but it wasn't enough. The Bulls ended up holding off that surge by the Lakers, 131-125. The Bulls are moving on to face the Celtics, and the Lakers can do no better than 3rd place, so all that arguing was for naught. I'm just kidding. It's a good argument. Steph Curry coming in with 41 points and 9 assists, hit 8 of 9 threes. Melo with 26, 8 and 7. What a good stat line. Jordan didn't even have to do as much. He did put up 24 points, 10 rebounds, 9 assists, but he wasn't even. He was the 4th leading scorer on the team. And Hakeem Olajuwon really actually wasn't that much of a factor, surprisingly. Only 8 boards, only 2 blocks, so it wasn't really a factor on defense. And he let Abdul-Jabbar put it to him, but just wasn't enough for the Lakers, even with that 3rd and 4th quarter surge to come back. They were down by 20 points at one point, but again, just was not enough. So let's move on. We're actually going to do the 3rd and 4th seed first, which is going to be the Lakers versus the Celtics. All right, here we go. We have the 2nd round. This is the consolation round. We have the Lakers, who are the 3rd seed, going against the Celtics, who were the number 1 seed and got a surprising upset in the first round of the playoffs. This right here is going to determine the 3rd and 4th place of the 2 teams. And then we will move on to see who the number 1 team on our board is. Let's get going. Celtics have that home court advantage. Let's see if it works out for them this time. It didn't do much for them against the Sixers. The Lakers are pulling off strong. They've got almost a 20-point lead. The Celtics are coming back, though. Keeping it close, keeping it within range. Anything's possible. Lakers just aren't really willing to budge on their lead, and looks like they're going to pull away with a nice, commanding victory in the 4th quarter. Put up 44 points. Even the 3rd quarter with 36. So the Lakers are officially the 3rd best team out of those groups. And Looks like KG and LeBron James led the way. Kobe only had 20 points. He did have 10 assists, which is actually surprising because Kobe doesn't normally distribute the ball that much. He usually shoots more than 12 shots a game too, but this is a simulation for a reason. And you know what? With that much firepower on the team, he probably would pass a lot more. So there's your Lakers stats. There's your Celtics stats. Celtics come in with 4th place, which a lot of people are actually predicting. They had a surprising run in the round robin, but it wasn't enough in the final tournament. All right, guys, remember we've all been waiting for who is the top team. We've got the Bulls, who beat out the Lakers in the first round, and we have the Sixers, who beat out the Celtics in the first round with a surprising victory over them. Bulls have home court advantage based on their seeding. We're going to just go ahead and get right on into this. Let's go. So it looks like the Bulls are trying to hold on to this lead, 38-32 at the end of the first quarter. They're building on it now. It is a 20-point game, but we saw how the Lakers almost came back and beat them. Let's see if they can hold off on this one. It looks like the Bulls are going to be able to finish this one strong. I do not see a comeback coming away, which means my prediction of Jordan on any of the greatest teams ever is going to beat the other teams. It does not matter what combination of great players you put together. They will not beat a Jordan-led team because he's too much of a competitor and just does not lose. That's why he is the GOAT. Doesn't matter if Durant puts up 31 and Duncan puts up 24 with 21 rebounds, because Hakeem Olajuwon leads the way with 41 points, 18 rebounds, and 10 assists. Michael Jordan didn't even have to play that much. He just got his team fired up. 26.6 rebounds, 8 assists. Actually a pretty good stat line. But in comparison to his teammates, it wasn't. Curry didn't even have to shoot. Curry went 3 of 9. Wasn't even a great shooter this game. But he did put up 30 points, 5 rebounds, and 14 assists. Again, the Jordan-led Bulls are your champions, and that settles it. So there you have it. My Bulls take it. I mean, that would have been my team anyway because I just picked them because Jordan. So as you can see, Steph Curry, Michael Jordan, Carmelo Anthony, Anthony Davis, and Hakeem Olajuwon is the best combination team out of the ones that were given. Sixers put up a fight, Lakers put up a fight, but it was not good enough in the end to beat the Bulls. So you have the Bulls first, the Sixers second, which is Team D, then Team A. Then you have Team B and Team C rounding out the top 4, or the only 4. We can stop the argument now. It has been decided. Have a good night.